Hey, welcome back to Finding My Wings. This is Jesse. I'm going to be looking at a very interesting part today. I ended up getting this actually secondhand from a guy in Quebec, Canada, for like 30 bucks or something. Figured it was worth the try. Something I was kind of nerding out about. It's got that TRD logo on it, TRD Sound Changer. So what these really do is, as many people know, there's a sound generator on the FRS, BRZ, and 86 platform. It's not a digital sound generator or anything like that. It's one of the ones that actually sits on the actual motor intake kind of area, takes some of the natural rhythms of the motor and pipes it back in using some intake. There's an inlet on the actual inlet hose coming out of the intake box. That comes back to the sound generator on the motor on the intake kind of area. Generates a bit of sound, pumps it into the cabin. Something you can delete. There's actually a hidden kind of plug behind the glove box that you can take out, shove it in that sound generator and shut it off completely, or you can just disable it, especially if you have custom exhaust. A lot of guys really appreciate that. So there's 3 levels here. We do have our blue, which is our really quiet one. It allows it to still be doing a sound generator, but a lot quieter. We have a red, which is super high, and green is somewhere in the middle of red and stock, as you can see in this graph here. So per RPM, the actual decibels, as far as we can tell. We'll see what makes a difference. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm a big fan. It's got the TRD logo on it. It's a little rare. It's not too rare, but it's quick, cheap, and easy. You can do it in like 5 minutes. I did take the stock one out before and try to do the DIY mod on it, and didn't notice much of a difference, but we'll see if there's any difference between the stock, the modded, any of these guys, and do a little bit of recording of each one to show you, as well as the quick installation process there. Alright, so we got the TRD Sound Changers here. This is a really easy one. Get your hood opened up, set these down, glasses off, and be careful because you're near the muffler and the car has been running here. Oh Jesus, you're gonna have to wait actually.
Is it hot?
It's pretty hot.
Okay.
Alright, so it's a little bit warm, so I put on my gloves here. You're gonna look down, basically follow this sound tube generator, which is right here, follow this line. You can see there's a little bit of an L down here. I would just grab it here and yank it out. Just put a bit of pressure and it pulls right out of the actual cabin mount. Alright, so I'm just going to get some pliers here. This is what our stock one looks like. Nothing fancy. Gray. Who wants a gray piece on their car? That's the guy that bought a gray car. Alright, so you can see that it actually does line up with these little notches here. And we want this notch to match this little line.
Which?
So there's a little line right here, and there's a little notch line here. So I'm just gonna shove this together until it's all the way on there. And I am going to put the clamp back on it. Sorry, it's a little bit of an awkward video. Just simply bring it up here. And here we go. So now we're connected. And again, be careful, there's a manifold down here. But simply move it back up into here. You should feel that there's a small hole that you're going to be shoving it into. So we do have a K&N air filter in here, performance air filter, reusable, washable one, and the HKS Premium Suction Kit. So there'll be a couple things aiding this car to be a bit louder. If you want to actually stick the camera down here, it's essentially just a carpet and hidden a little bit, where the thing actually comes out. You might not be able to see it on the camera, and that's okay. So, stay for a drive. Ooh, we got a little bit more noise than I'm used to, that's for sure. I put about 16,000 kilometers on this car, and that is definitely a noticeable change. Let's actually drive down the road a little bit more here and see what we can hear. No traffic. It's kind of a deep, raspy sound going on somewhere below. And definitely overall more noise coming into the cabin. But let's see. So once I get past these bumps here, I'll make sure we're down to 50 kilometers an hour. We'll give it up the hill with, of course, the windows rolled up, the red sound tube generator, the K&N Performance washable filter. And the HKS Premium Suction Kit. Definitely more sound. It's a little bit deeper sounding, but it's also got more high pitched. Overall, a higher volume. So windows up. I do get some more deceleration noise, so it's kind of cool. I don't really have a personal reason to go with the other two sound tube generators. You're gonna see maybe a marginally noticeable difference going down that one step to, I believe it's the green tube, and then your blue tube will be quieter than stock. But if you're gonna go quieter than stock, I would say just disable it or remove it, depending on what you see is best for your build. But overall, if you can get this cheap used on Craigslist, Kijiji, or eBay or something like that, definitely, to me, worth it. You get more TRD parts in your car. It's a little bit rare, not everybody's gonna be running this. And you do get more sound inside, which is kind of nice for a daily driver like this, where I don't want to be blowing up all the windows of the cars going by with a full exhaust system, but to have more sound inside, definitely something I can hear a difference on, and something I would recommend if that's what you're going for. I picked this up for about 30 bucks, and I personally would say that this is worth it. So thanks for viewing. We're going to make some more videos. Going to actually get into doing some exhaust mods eventually in the near future here. We just have to fab up a bit of a rear pipe for a weird muffler that I have. And we're going to keep building this car until it's a little bit more ready to help me find my wings. So thanks for viewing, and I hope everybody's doing awesome out there with everything going on during COVID and all the craziness in the world. Thanks for watching, and check back and see what we're working on.